Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, and Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas. So, I am here this morning just going to do a brief um, enlightenment. I guess we can call that an enlightenment, call it an enlightenment. First, I wanted to say Merry Christmas. We have 6 days, literally 6 days left of the year. And I am not one who believes in New Year's resolutions. And the reason why is because most people in general will make a New Year's resolution, and 9 times out of 10, it's the same thing they made the year before, in the year before, and the year before. So, what I like to do um, is create things throughout the year. Um, this is law of attraction and manifestation. We attract what we want and we manifest the things throughout the year. Your attitude, your thoughts all play a big part in how your year goes and what you receive from universe out of the year. So I do not believe in New Year's resolutions. I do believe in law of attraction, and that we manifest things, speak things over our lives, is the same thing. So I want you guys to understand that going into the year, you should have, if you have not already, you should have a vision board. You should have prepared the things that you want to see yourself grow in throughout the year. And I'm not speaking, when I say law of attraction, I'm not speaking just material things. Um, we can grow in ourselves, what we will or will not allow, um, things of that nature. So this, and I'm in process of my own manifestation law of attraction journal for 2021, maybe mid 2020, and it'll be an 18-month if possible, but planner journal. This is what I currently use. I believe in me. And so I write in this, and I'm just going to show you because I'm not going to show you my scripting. These are scripts that I have, and somebody else gifted this to me, and I didn't use it until now, and I waited for a reason. I always receive books and journals, and I wait because I don't want to just write in them and have stuff in it that doesn't mean anything. So this is strategy in your passion. Um, they all have a strategy. Strategy against your relationship, strategy against your family, against your focus, against your identity, against your heart, your confidence, your calling, against your purity, against your rest in contentment. And then on the back, it has prayer, pray, purpose, repentance, asking, and yes. So this is what I'm currently using, and as you can see, it's just a spiral notebook with somebody put in this strategies from the book Fervent and pray in the back. So that's what I'm using currently, and I only use that book for law of attraction things and manifestation. So we should have a journal planner, a journal and a planner, two separate books that we should have that we would use throughout the year. Of course, this book will be done way before the end of the year. So you continue to grow, you continue to manifest, you continue to write the things you want to attract, and you do that, and again, see it, believe it, write it, see it, believe it. So going into the 2020 year, I see a lot of people saying, yes, 2020 is going to be different. I'm expecting big things from 2020. Like, just because the clock ticks and it turns another year, things are going to be different. Let me say this plain and simple. Nothing's going to be different without the time and dedication and work put into it. 2020 is going to be another year. And unless you dedicate yourself into doing something different for 2020, you'll receive the same results that you received from 2015 through 2019 in 2020. So we just want to make that plain. I have a self-growth challenge that I've been doing. The first 21 days we started December 1st and went through December 21st. And it was your I am. Whatever your I am is, my I am for that first 21 days was debt free. So by the time December 21st hit, my conscious mind had said to myself so much that I am debt free, that I have positioned myself to literally become debt free. I have changed my responsibility patterns, my habits, my watchful eye. Those are the things that you do in a 21-day challenge to better yourself. My next one is, and this one is because for a minute, and I can see maybe in some areas with some people, I do not always hear. And that's okay. The good thing is I acknowledge it. So I do not always hear. What I am keen on is the delivery. I'm very keen on delivery. So my I am now from December 22nd until, let me actually see what day that will be. 21 days from December 22nd is, and I actually have this nifty tool I just got that's making things much easier on my life. So 21 days from December 22nd is January 12th. So my I am from December 22nd to January 12th is I am open to constructive criticism. Open to constructive criticism. Now, this is where people get it wrong. Constructive criticism is when somebody honestly, sincerely cares about your well-being and holding you accountable for what you say that you want to do. Constructive criticism is not someone trying to belittle you or demean you for who you are, for changing your mind, for going a different route, coming combative back and forth. That's not constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is something like this. I have a million projects at one time. Normally I do. And so constructive criticism would be somebody like my daughter, my sister, my son, saying, hey, Keish, hey, Mom, you got a lot on your plate right now. Which one thing do you think needs the most focus or most attention that's lacking? I think you need to slow down and focus on that one thing. That's perfectly fine. Constructive criticism is, hey, Keish, you say that you want to do this, but the patterns and the steps that you're taking are not leading you in that direction. What are you going to do to get on track to do this? That's constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is not this. Well, you told me you was going to do something different. I'm confused. Did you change your mind? That's not constructive criticism. And it comes with a tone. So that is saying it's not okay to change your mind. That's what that's saying. And it's absolutely okay to change your mind. And no one should question you on changing your mind. What they might say is, okay, that sounds like a great idea. I see you changed your mind. What direction, what path do you plan on going to get there, and how can I help you get there? Two different takes. Just that simple word of wording. And a lot of people may consciously or unconsciously know that they do that. Um, when somebody pours that out on you, be confident enough in who you are to know that that's their reflection of themselves and not of you. When you know who you are and you're comfortable in who you are and your confidence, um, people sometimes, I'm not going to say intimidated, but unconsciously knowing, um, will say things to tweak you and to have you in self-doubt. So I have a Facebook group, and that group is fairly new, very new. I'm giving you the best you, law of attraction, giving you the best you. So when I say giving you the best you, it's because people will attempt to pour themselves on you. Whatever it is they see in themselves, they will attempt to pour it on you. So you have some people who don't see much of themselves, and you have some people who see very, very highly of themselves. And then you have the people that's in between, or the people that you, and I want to stay away from the word of intimidate, because it's not always intimidation, but fear of your potential, your strength, your confidence. They will try to bring it down. We'll say that. They'll try to bring it down. And so in my group, something that I want everybody to be aware of for the year that we will not apologize for is moving on. Won't apologize for moving on. If a situation is no longer beneficial to both parties, and even if it's beneficial to one party but it's hurting you, we're going to move away from that, move on from that, and not apologize for it. And not even if it's not beneficial to what it's supposed to be doing, we're going to move away from that and not apologizing for it. Knowing your worth. That's two. We are not going to apologize for knowing our worth. And again, that's something that sometimes other people who are not as confident in themselves will try to bring you down when you know your worth. Don't apologize for it. Stand up firm in it and believe in who you are 100% wholeheartedly. And I say this mostly to us, and I say it with passion, because when we, Black women, are passionate about things, part of our worth, other people will label us as the angry Black woman. It doesn't happen to Latina, she's passionate. It doesn't happen to Caucasian, she's passionate. It doesn't even happen to Ethiopian, any other. If you are a Black American woman and you speak firmly or passionately about something, you are then the angry Black woman. We know our worth. We're passionate and we are not angry. And so we will not apologize for knowing our worth. Staying true to my goals. If you have goals that you have set, which you should, I have allotted time that I'm going to work on my goals and things that I want to see from me, because if I don't, who will? So I will not apologize for saying no in my goal time, and for staying true to my goals. Protecting my peace. My peace is a very big thing for me, and I can never do this. My peace is a very big thing for me, because when it's off, it throws off everything for me. So I have to have my peace in order to jive. 9 times out of 10, I know my distractors, and my children are definitely one of them. Not being able to pay a bill is definitely one of them. So protecting my peace, so that means that I have to stay out of debt, keep working on that. And then with my children, 4 of them are adults. I have to mind my business and let them mind theirs and keep it that way. I will ask my children how they're doing. Most of the times with the boys, they will reach out when they need me. But if they say fine, I have to believe it's fine and leave it there. So I have to mind my business and let them mind theirs. So protecting my peace and changing for the better. This is a big one. Changing for the better. When you start changing and you start growing, the people closest to you, you could have told them 101 times that I have to do something different. I need growth in my life. I'm changing. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And they hear you. But over here, they don't hear you. And the whole time, they are expecting you to stay right where you've been. So when you do start making those changes and you start growing to better yourself, you are going to be everything but a child of God. And those same people who are closest to you are not going to understand your growth at first. And then eventually, they will either become to understand or move along. That's their two choices, because self-growth is for you. It's not for anybody else. And the people that love and care about you will accept that and give you your you time and check in and say, how are you? Where are things? Can we hang out? Can we catch lunch? And the ones who don't can do it moving. It's that simple. We have no time to spare. We are not getting any younger. The economic is not expected to last. The economy is not expected to last where it is. So we have to get moving forward on ourselves and self-growth and leaving a legacy and building a legacy for our children and teaching them things about being confident in who they are, that they don't end up in situations that we may have. Everybody didn't, but that we may have. And also to position them in better places in life, whether it is corporate America or entrepreneur. Whatever you desire, whatever your children desire, let them be the best in that field that they can possibly be. That they know that the universe is absolutely for them and will give them their heart's desires, because that's what it is. That's what it's there for. As long as you're doing right, right will come back to you. I do believe in karma as well. But definitely, 6 days left in a year. What are you doing in your first 90 days? What does your first 90 days look like? Do you have a plan? I am planning on opening another business. Like entrepreneurship is my thing. I enjoy it. I find myself more frustrated with corporate America as I get a little older, and that speaks volumes in itself. But entrepreneurship is my thing, and until I hit that one that I can leave to my children and know that they will be well off, I will not be satisfied. That's my thing. So I am currently working on that. And so I believe in me. I am manifesting, writing it, and I started with gratitude. I have gratitude for the small things that I have now. I am thankful for the blessings that I shall receive. I write down the name of the business that I am soon to open, the finances that come in to bless me with the building for it. All of this I take into consideration, and I start it now, because 90 days from now, I want to be going. I want people to see that name and know that it went there. So we have to put those things into play for ourselves. So soon enough, if you are an entrepreneur, inspiring entrepreneur, I have, and I don't, silly me, don't have any here. I'll leave a picture in the link. I'm learning how to do this YouTube thing. So if I can, I'll leave a picture there so you guys can see it. I have the Entrepreneur Her t-shirts and coffee mugs, and soon the journal to match. The t-shirt is $20. The coffee mug is $8. And soon the journal to match. And then after the journal, I will have a planner to match. So looking forward to seeing you guys more. Merry Christmas. I hope you all have an amazing day. Go ahead and start planning your first 90 days for 2020. Get your manifestation journals, law of attraction, and get that thing going. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.